Hey there! Welcome to the Cult Show.
Hey.
Howdy. It's Friday night, which means the tag team is back again. Check it to wreck it. Let's begin.
Party on, party people. Let me hear
Party
some
on, party
noise.
people.
DC's in the house. Jump, jump with joy. So the party over there, a party over there with your hands in the air. Shake it there.
You're gonna get us in
These
trouble.
three words when you
with
get in biz, say it. Whoop. There it
Whoop.
is.
You're gonna
Whoop.
get us in
There
trouble
it
with
is.
your,
Come on,
with your
Sandra, give me
song
a whoop.
lyric.
You can give us one whoop, Sandra.
No, that one whump is gonna put us over the edge.
Jeez. 3 weeks in a row you have fought off our opening,
Oh, I'm sorry.
our opening line.
I just remembered the time we got booted off of YouTube for our audio.
But we can do it ourselves because we don't sound anything like the actual artist or the lyrics that did it. It's okay.
No.
No. All right, fine.
That's how
Be
you
that
get
way.
banished from YouTube.
Knocked off the air from Womp. There it is. All right.
Oh my god, how embarrassing.
Or whoop that ass, as our friend Eric likes to
Yes,
sing.
he did say that. You're right. So,
Charming.
hey, welcome to Friday. How are you guys?
Good.
Oh good.
Good.
Oh, good. Okay.
I don't think Sandra liked the whoop.
I didn't love it.
I know.
I didn't
Okay,
love
well,
it.
I guess we're going to have to keep trying harder and harder.
I know.
It's not
Neil,
easy.
for one, I loved it. I was very surprised.
Thank you, Caleb.
Thank you. Good job.
I just don't really
Thank
know
you.
a lot of, like, I don't know what song it is until, like, you got to the chorus and I
The
was
chorus
like,
part.
oh, yeah, it's a
Yeah,
great hit.
That's all right. I know.
It's a
Hey, that's
bop.
all right, Sandra.
That's a bop.
Next week we'll do some kind of I don't even know what the hell kind of music you like. It have to be thrash, metal, death, rock,
Sure,
punk,
we can work with that. Yeah,
kind of noise. Okay,
kind
that's
of
what I'll do
noise.
next week.
Noise! Oh my god,
Some kind-
noise! I'll go back.
Some kind of noise and you-
Some Cardi B, some Post Malone. She'll be happy.
Yeah, all of the above. Oh my god, noise. Neil, go back to
Get
your
up.
basement.
Get off my lawn. Anyway,
Is there
All
people
right.
here watching us? Because I'm not allowed to see the comments because I fight.
there are people watching us. You want us to say who it is right now
I've been
before we
banned
do a
from
cheers?
the comment section.
What's wrong
All
with
right.
fighting?
No, I'm just kidding. I haven't really been banned. I just can't go on it while I'm
Jeez.
recording.
Welcome
Because of the
everyone to
internet.
the wonderful Cult Show when we're not kicked off of YouTube. It is Friday and we are here together again to celebrate all things pop culture, retro goodness. And we are, of course, together apart, as always, until we can be cleared and okayed to come together. So
Yeah.
joining us tonight, we do have Laura and our buddy Mark, the preacher, who is over in Pismo Beach.
Hey.
And we got Mindy, who is now a week older. I hope Mindy, 47, I think. Hopefully is treating you okay. And then we have Visions with us as well. So welcome back, guys. We really appreciate it.
Hello,
Mark says,
friends.
do anything by Dream Theater. All right, Dream Theater. I'm going to mark that down.
I have no idea what
Dream
Dream Theater is.
Theater.
Come
Okay.
on.
I don't.
You're not a big progressive rock fan, are you?
That's all right. Well, Caleb, we have to school her. That's all it means. All right, what are you drinking? What are you guys drinking tonight?
I'm drinking a fizzy water that is cherry flavored, and it's not really quenching my thirst because I'm really warm.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Wah, wah, wah.
Warm. Caleb?
I don't know what it's called. I made some I made some lemonade. I put some bourbon in it. It's over ice.
And there's a huge wedge of lemon.
Is it?
It's
Oh,
it's
is
really,
that better?
it looks sizable. No, it's still pretty big. From your mutant lemon, which I love. I mean, lemons are awesome.
I don't know. I don't think it was that big a lemon. Maybe it's a really small cup.
And it's a
Perspective.
mutant lemon. I like that.
Mutant. It's a mutant.
Attack of the mutant lemon.
What
So
about you, Neil? What you got?
I've just, you know what? Because of the theme tonight,
that.
I am doing the Margarita Part 2 with a little, this time, even Margarita-y. Margarita-y-er. I don't know. how you would do that.
Margarita. No, I don't like it.
Margarita.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like any of it.
Got a little
Margarita-
splash of orange
margaritas.
liqueur in it this time, just to make it a little more different. little more oomph.
Fancy.
How is it pink? What made it pink?
Oh, that is the pink grapefruit mixing with the tequila. Yeah.
You like a lot of citrus in your margs.
Citrus. It's good for the heartburn. Anyway. Cheers, you guys. Cheers, chat.
Cheers. That is lemony.
Producer Scott cleared that up, Caleb. Kentucky lemonade. That is what we call it.
So we call it Kentucky lemonade.
Thank you, Scott. Speaking of Scott, let's all give Scott a little bit of a howdy hey. Or a howdy ho.
Howdy hi.
I'm giving him some snaps.
Howdy. Enoch's in the house. Enoch joined us. Hello,
Hi.
Enoch. Welcome. All right. So, real quick, I guess, did you guys consume any more anything? Any more books, TV, film, anything?
Yes. I did. I'm raising my hand. I would like to go first. Thank you. Do I have the conch? Am I allowed to speak?
You have the conch.
So I finally watched season 1 of True Detective.
Oh.
So this is one of those like pieces of media that people talk to me about constantly because they assume I've seen it because it's like such a me thing, and I'm like, what did I don't know what you're talking about, and I do want to see it, and they're like, oh my god, but it's so you, and I'm like, oh, okay, and so I watched it. It's 8 episodes, they're an hour long, and it does feel like it was handcrafted in an artisan fashion for me. And that the gods were just like, here you go, Sandra. Here you go. I hope you like it. And I was like, yeah, I like it. I freaking love it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it was really good.
Season 1 was great.
Yeah.
Season 2 was okay. And I never watched season 3.
I'm hearing really good things about season 3.
I never got around to it because that's one with
Mahershala.
Ali,
and I hear really good things. I'm gonna watch season 2. I'm gonna watch season 3.
Oh no, you should, and they're
watch them all
standalone, so it's not like you can wait another 5 years or so.
I've also been haunted all week by that American Horror Story quiz. It's like I feel like I'm being watched, and I turn around and I expect the American Horror Story quiz to be like, why didn't you get all the answers right?
Right.
Haunting me. It's freaking haunting me.
You turn around and you see it there and you're like, whoa, and you look again and focus your eyes and it's just like gone.
Yeah. It's just out the corner of my eye.
Yeah.
It like scampers.
Or you walk into a dark room and you could swear you see the silhouette of it standing there. And then you turn the light on and it's gone.
And it's like, it's very small. It's very small too.
Small.
Yeah. But I still really liked that game. But it haunts me. I wish I'd done better.
I know. I think we did pretty damn good considering.
We did.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy.
I don't think you should lose any sleep over it.
well, I have. That was it. Thank you. The end.
Awesome. Caleb, did you consume mass quantities?
Netflix put up that The Last Dance, the Michael Jordan.
They did. Okay.
Documentary.
That's a whole thing.
It's really good. I mean, I think even if you don't like basketball, there's a lot in it, and would highly recommend it. So
dang,
it's done very well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice,
I love a good doc.
Nice 10-episode series. So.
It was
well received and highly rated on ESPN.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
And you?
Well, I didn't watch anything really that I think needs to be discussed. But I did have I had a story for you. So I think it's kind of funny. If I
would
can
like to
share
hear a story.
And it kind of picks on my wife a little bit, so it makes it even more fun. So
I love her so much.
And you know what? As do I. That's why I keep her around.
Do you?
So, yes.
Do you?
Yeah, but to know Jen is to know she picks on people too, so it's okay.
Yeah, that's why I like her.
Primarily me. That's okay. So, she was online looking at something on Amazon, I think it was, and she was, because we were kind of looking at our whole Wi-Fi situation here, and she was like, "Oh, look, here's this new thing on Amazon called it's called the Amazon Wi-Fi system, and blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Really? Does it say anything about the Dagobah system?" And she was kind of like looking. She's like, "No, nothing about that." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And she kept reading, and I'm like, "Are you sure it doesn't say anything about the Dagobah system in there, though?" And she's like, "No, it just talks about the Amazon Wi-Fi, and it has the things you plug in." And I'm like, "Are you sure it says nothing about the Dagobah system?" And she was just like, "Enough with that already." She's like, "Dagobah system, what are you talking about?" And so I was just kind of like laughing to myself, like, hee 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 hee, like under my breath.
Star Wars joke. Yoda
Star
joke.
Wars joke.
Yoda.
I don't even know why. You know me, I'm not a huge Star Wars guy by any means.
You're not.
For some
Yeah.
reason, I heard system. That was the first thing that came to me was Dagobah system. So
I love it. Yoda's
Anyway.
hella proud of you right now. Force Ghost
Thank you.
Yoda is like nodding slowly.
yes, I'll take
Yeah.
Puppet Yoda any day. I'll take a Frank Oz voiced Puppet Yoda
There
any
you
day.
go.
So
A good joke you have made, Neil.
yes. Yeah. That's my first time.
Okay,
ever
now
trying
he's
to do
not
that,
happy.
and that's my last
Now he's
time.
yeah, he's not
Last
happy
time.
anymore.
I can
Not
try it
happy
again,
anymore.
but I couldn't do it.
No, don't hurt yourself.
Let's see what else. Hey, this day in 1987, The Lost Boys opened in theaters. How cool is that?
Wow.
A mere 33 years ago. It's hard to believe.
Damn.
Yes, but
Love it.
I know. Just thought I'd bring that up because I think that's freaking cool.
Heck yeah, it is.
And then sadly that yet another loss since we spoke last week. John Saxon passed away on the weekend. That was a huge bummer because I know a lot of us again grew up watching him and Enter the Dragon and of course Nightmare on Elm Street films, Tenebrae.
Right.
So anyway, Lieutenant Thompson passed away. So we just want to bring that up real quick and give him a quick tilt to the hat,
A salute. To
nod of the head, a salute.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
And I think that was
maybe
I think during our Nightmare on Elm Street episode, I was talking a little shit about him, so I take it all back. I'm sorry. I feel bad.
His character's kind of annoying. It's not your fault. 'Cause that's his job.
It's talking about the character, not the actor. How's that?
Exactly. Exactly.
yes,
that,
he was.
that might come up later in my list.
Right. You never know. Okay.
What?
What? Everyone. What? And then finally, this is a story Sandra's not going to like, but I saw this and I'm like, you know what? I just have to bring this up because I'm going to have to fill about 2 more minutes of time. So
okay,
here we
I'm
go.
gonna brace myself.
Brace yourself. Okay, hang on to
Strength.
something. So more than 340 years ago. So
Jesus.
this puts us about the time of the 1670s ish, we'll call it. A Dutchman named Anthony van Leeuwenhoek. He invented like a powerful new microscope, basically a compound microscope. And by doing so, he accidentally discovered bacteria. So
Okay.
once he did that, though, he's like, what else can I look at? So, of course, he decided to look at his ejaculate, as men always do.
As one does.
That's what you do. So he discovered, basically, that sperm swim by wiggling their tails. Again,
Sure.
So that was a long time ago. However, just recently, there's a gentleman named Hermes Gadella, who is the head of Polymath Laboratory at the University of Bristol Department of Engineering Mathematics in the UK.
God, this is a lot of big words for Neil. This is
This is really hard because polymath. So poly meaning many, and math meaning stupid. So more than one math. Anyway, this guy realized by 3D modeling and little teeny cameras, I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
that sperm actually don't do the whole tail wiggling thing. It actually only goes to one side.
Yeah.
And then they spin in circles. Yeah.
Yeah. They
So
roll.
it's like an otter or whatever spinning through the water.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Sandra already knew that somehow. I don't know how she knew that.
I read that article too.
Oh, okay. Well,
An otter spinning through the water.
That is exactly like, I think it even said that in the title of the article.
oh, did it? Okay.
It's like they spin like otters.
They spin like otters. So, anyway, I just thought
it's
that
a
was
great
fascinating.
It's hella fascinating.
And
It's hella fascinating.
for
I think that's really funny. Our algorithms are clearly pulling up the same things because I also saw that news story.
did you? Okay.
Yeah,
So
it
that
was
is
like, Sandra, you're gonna want to know about this.
I can't imagine what I'm wondering for what reasons though. Like what I mean, I know what I look at on the internet, which is why it came up. The
Sure,
word sperm
sure.
came up, but I'm not sure what you're looking at.
Maybe it came up for me because I'm just on enough watch lists.
That
know?
could be.
Yeah. They're
Anyway,
like, you're kind of a freak. Maybe you'll like this one.
maybe you'll like this story about sperm spinning in circles.
But they were right.
So-
I was like,
Huh? Who knew?
Huh.
Anyway,
Wow. I just keep getting the if you get seeds in the mail from China, don't open them, don't plant them.
Chinese seeds.
Yeah.
yeah.
So people are
what's-
getting seeds
yeah.
in the mail, and they're saying like, don't open them, don't plant them, you know, because they're afraid it's like some like an invasive species or something.
Right.
You know, no one knows
'Cause
what
it's
it
this-
is or
it's-
where
what
it's
is the
coming
name
from.
of that? There's a name for that type of spamming that these companies are doing. They have a name for it. I don't remember what it's
I don't
called, but yeah, they send you random stuff. I've gotten it at my house.
Oh.
I've gotten like random squeegees and stuff, and it's so that they can give like feedback on Amazon. That's like, look, I'm a real seller. Sold this
Oh.
thing.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's called like spurging or something. Brushing.
Did you say spurging?
Spurging.
That's-
Yes.
That's dangerously close to our last story. So be
Yeah.
careful with your
But
choice of
apparently
words.
that's what I call it. That's not what it really is. It's called brushing.
We have another chat joiner, Gory Bits. Gory Bits.
Gory bits.
Hello.
Wow.
Gory Bits. Welcome, Gory Bits. We love
What
our
an
Gory Bits.
amazing name.
That is a good name.
That's
Yes.
freaking sick, and I love it.
Gory Bits.
I love
Well,
it.
Welcome.
Welcome to the Circle of Trust.
Yes. I'm surprised we didn't chase them away with that last story.
Let me love you, gory bits.
Okay, so Sandra, would you do the honors as always with our intro?
Sure. So this week on tonight's show, we are counting down our personal favorite film sequels.
Yes. Sequels.
So this is like we're picking one movie in, a series of at least two that was our favorite. And this one was a little bit of a tricky one because I had to do some reflecting. I had to do some thinking about myself. And I realized there's a lot of my favorite franchises where I can't pick a favorite in the franchise. It's like I really try to like weigh them and I'm like, no. And then there's also a lot of movies where I tend to really like the first one. And then the other ones are just kind
Right.
of okay for me. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it was
I
like
think that's a natural, yeah.
yeah, like some people like the Lord of the Rings. I really like the first one. That's hands down my
Okay.
favorite. But yeah, and like there's a few other ones and I don't want to like I knew that wasn't going to I took a guess it wasn't going to be on
No, it's
anybody's
not on my
list.
list because it could have been because I do not like. I mean, I like the first one, but it is not my favorite. I
Sure.
like Two Towers best. So,
But yeah,
that's just
there's
me.
a lot of franchises where I'm like, I like all of these. I can't pick one. So it made my list a little tricky. I had to go real deep. I had to
Yeah,
look inside myself.
I'm not gonna lie, this was really hard, and I wish you guys
It
would
was.
stop making me have to do so much self-reflection and
Yeah.
introspection to figure out
Yeah.
what the hell I'm gonna pick. So this is
Wow,
getting like
okay.
this is cruel. This is hard.
Okay. I mean, I want you to be honest, but that was a little harsh. That was a little harsh.
Was it harsh? Okay, I apologize, but like you
just
said,
don't
we're
apologize.
in this circle together. So
you
it's
did
Circle of
nothing
okay.
trust,
wrong.
circle of
I
trust.
feel like you making me do this every week.
Yeah. Well, we're pushing your boundaries.
You're bringing me out of my whatever
Coconut shell.
my shell. Yes, thank you.
Coconut shell.
Cocoa nut.
Thank
All
you.
right, so we're gonna get in our top 5 sequels.
Hey. Oh, hey, how about I go first?
Okay, sounds good.
So my number 5 pick, this was tricky. This was tricky, but I just dove right in, was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Really?
Yes!
Really?
Really, Caleb? I'm not lying to you.
Wow.
So I prefer the second one to the first one. I do like the first one, but I prefer the second one. I found it to be just really, really funny. Like for me, the jokes were like even better and like really like boom, boom, boom. I found it had a lot of heart. I would die for Baby Groot. I'd die for Big Groot. Groot's like one of my favorite Marvel characters, but I mean, Baby Groot is just it's Baby Groot. It's Baby Groot. And I love Kurt Russell. We've talked about how much we freaking love Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Like as a people, we stan Kurt Russell. And he's so fabulous in it. Yeah.
Hey,
And I
Sandra,
love Dave Bautista. Yeah.
what does that mean? Are you saying Stan, like STAN, like Stan Laurel? Or is it
Yes, like
Stan?
Stan. No,
What is that?
Stan.
Where does that come from?
It comes from the Eminem song. Stan, about the obsessive fan.
Oh, okay. I don't know that.
Oh, it's an old Eminem song. Like
His first
Yeah.
album,
Song.
right?
yeah. And
Wow.
Yeah, first one.
yeah, like from his first album. But yeah, it means that you're like
Oh,
obsessed.
Eminem.
Marshall Mathers.
Yes.
You think I meant to fucking
I thought you meant plain or
candy
peanut. I didn't know what you
coated
were talking
chocolate?
about.
Oh,
Green,
Marshall
yellow,
Mathers in
blue,
there.
and red cut an album.
oh my god, Neil, you are so precious. Oh my god, you just killed producer Scott. He's dying. Neil, you are precious. You're a
That's
precious
why I was
being.
confused.
So all this time when people have been saying Stan for like a year,
Yeah.
you were like you thought it was stand?
It's probably the first like if we're talking about
6
a
months?
year, the first
Yeah.
8 months I thought it was stand. Like I stand them. Like okay, so
Oh.
I get that. You're standing. Like I stand it. It's okay.
Yeah.
But then
Oh my
then I
God.
started to hear you say it with no more duh. And then I'm like,
Yes.
Stan. Like,
Oh my
well,
God.
I think I get the context and how you're using it, but
Sure,
what's the
sure.
genesis of that word?
Oh
I
my
wanna
god,
know.
Neil, you are a precious being and never
Okay.
change. Never change.
All
You
right.
were today years old when you learned
Yeah,
about
I was
Stan.
born.
Yeah.
I was born today. All right,
I don't
thank
know.
you. Thank you for
Yes.
clearing that up.
Yeah, and I just wanted to say I love Dave Bautista in the first and second Guardians movies. He's one of my favorite wrestlers too, retired. And God, he is so goddamn funny in this movie.
He is good.
Okay.
Yes, he is good.
He goes now.
I just want to say really quick,
Oh,
like
yeah. Oh,
I
yes, yeah.
just I like the first one so much more than the second one. I did not like Kurt Russell, who I love, by the way, in this. I didn't like him as the bad guy. I thought the whole Mary Poppins y'all was kind of funny, but
It's
I don't
fucking
know. Like,
hilarious. It's
I
fucking
watched it
hilarious.
once, didn't like it. I watched it the second time just to be sure, and yeah, I don't
Wow.
think I will ever watch that movie again. So,
Wow.
no judgment. No, that's just me. I'm not judging you. I'm not saying you're wrong or anything, but it surprised me a little bit.
So I
That's
don't
all.
know about you guys, but I just heard that Caleb hates Kurt Russell. So that's a whole mood. I kidding. Neil's number 5.
My number 5, Eminem, Plain and Peanut. I'm going to pick the 1989 film that we already talked about once in one of my lists, and that is The Fly Part 2. The Fly.
Oh my god, this random movie. This is so random.
It is random. And again, to have to cut what I did to get The Fly in there was like, you know what I mean? Was it my daughter or my son? Which one do I pick? You know, kind of thing. So here, Nazis, take this one. I'll handle this one, I guess. So, but
But you chose The Fly.
in the end, The Fly too, because I just love the creature effects of The Fly at the end once Eric Stoltz has gone full bug. It's so awesome. It's just like a mad dog that's come from Tromaville or something, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's just like all crazy. You guys saw the scene where he spits the acid on the security guard's face and it comes off in his hands. It's just so cool. It's a great film to start. It starts off with Gina Davis's character basically gives birth to Brundlefly's baby. She dies during the process. An evil corporation, a nefarious corporation, basically, Bartok Industries, takes the baby, raises him because they want to try and like see if they can get the fly genes or do something with him, while they're also keeping Seth Brundle's engineering of those telepods alive. Anyway, so Eric Stoltz is the baby, grows up.
Wild,
he
dude. This
finds
is so
Daphne
wild.
Zuniga, who is beautiful and kind, and they get together, and she wants to help him. And it basically comes down to having to fight the bad guy, Bartok, played by Lee Richardson. There's a dog involved that gets teleported and gets all jacked up, and then I mean, it's a great tale. The special effects wizard Chris Walas, who did the special effects of the first Fly, directs this one. It's his first film. I think he does a great job considering. And it ends on just a fabulous note of the bad guy gets put through a telepod himself and comes out all jacked up. And it just ends on him like trying to lap food out on the floor because he's all like they're keeping him alive, but he's
Wow, spoiler alert, Mike.
It's okay, you guys, you'll still enjoy it, but there's no quality of life for him at the end of the movie. Let's just say that much. But it ends in such a great note because it's really somber, but it's like, I mean, it's just so good. It's a great film.
He gets his just desserts, it sounds like.
He gets the desserts. All of them, the cheesecake, the strawberry shortcake.
As long as he laps him off the floor.
But he laps him off the floor, yes.
That movie is so random, and you have made me curious to watch it, I will say.
I know you never will because you don't watch the films that I recommend. But
oh my God, shut up! I do. Okay, you know what, Neil? We've had this discussion before. I'm gonna bring it up again. Is because every time I haven't seen a movie you love, you're like, you can't watch it without me. You can't watch it without me. And
no,
so then it's like, yes, it is true.
only most of the time that's true.
I mean, 98% of the time that's true.
Okay, most of the time, yeah.
Yeah, most of the time.
This isn't one of them. You can watch it.
No, she should wait for me.
See? No.
Okay, who's next?
Oh, it was back to me.
God, that means we have a row.
That means we have the daily double. The daily double.
Okay.
So my number 4 pick shall come as no big surprise. A movie I talk about quite a bit. We talk about quite a bit, which is Halloween 3: Season of the Witch.
Yeah. That's a good one.
It's a good one. For me, it is like I could really, the Halloween franchise, I could go from 1 to 3 to the current Jamie Lee Curtis like ones. I'm not a huge fan of the franchise, so it's a really easy pick for me. It is, as I always say, it is not Halloween until I've watched Halloween 3. I adore it. For all the reasons we all do. It's strange and it's funny, and I love the weird Celtic cult trying to bring back the true meaning of Halloween, and of course the iconic masks, and it's just silly
Stonehenge.
And amazing. Getting Stonehenge here via David Copperfield, like large scale magic trick. Yeah.
Skills, mad skills.
And the song, of course. 3 more days till
Halloween. 3 more days till Halloween. Silver Shamrock. Woo! Everybody sang.
Dum 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 dum.
Stop! Stop! You're gonna get us canceled.
Oh my God! But it sounded perfect because he sounded like them in the movie. Next.
Great one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Who's next, Scott?
4. Okay. So my number 4 is Mad Max: The Road Warrior.
Ooh.
That would be the second one.
Okay.
The newest one with Charlize and Tom Hardy, great, wonderful.
Yeah.
But I was trying to keep the 2000s out of my list. I have one in there, but I just didn't, I did not. My list is very mainstream. Let me say that. There's nothing really like cultish about it. So you are warned.
Okay. Well, this is pretty culty. This is a pretty culty pick.
It is kind of, I guess it is, but
it is.
Enough so that because the first one, Mad Max, wasn't really released widely in the States, and so it was just released as The Road Warrior versus internationally it was called Mad Max 2: The Road Warrior, and they didn't want to confuse people. But I love all the bad guys, the Humongous, I think that's his name, the guy with the hockey mask, and with the leather straps on. By the way, apparently was in the pirate movie, Neil.
Oh, really? Which, by the way, I watched 2 days ago. Sorry.
Oh, good job. Excellent. The Vernon Wells character, Wes, I think, the guy with the mohawk.
Oh yeah.
Who was also apparently he was in Weird Science, like dressed the exact same way. He's the leader of the biker gang.
The biker gang, party. Yeah.
Like dressed exactly the same way with the mohawk and everything. It's great. But I don't know. It's just a fun. I just really like that movie. It's a lot of fun. I love like the gritty, futuristic, dirty. Trying to find gasoline wherever you can. These packs of crazy ass people, like just going around killing people for whatever you got. Yeah, we're probably about 5 minutes away from that ourselves now, but
we are probably it's about 5 minutes in the future. Yeah, I love Mad Max as well as a franchise. Love it.
And again, I would say that I love the character Mad Max. Mel Gibson is kind of. He's a little weirdo right now, but
we all loved Mel Gibson until the early 2000s.
I just, if you have taught me anything, Sandra, I had to say that. So I am not condoning anything that Mel Gibson has said or done. I am only talking about the movie.
I grew up a huge Mel Gibson fan, and I still love a lot of his work. Like, love it. Up until Passion of the Christ, then he lost me, and then he went and then he went cuckoo bananas.
He did. Yeah, he went. I don't know. Passion of the Christ, kind of. I don't know what happened.
He went a little cuckoo bananas, but that movie made him a ton of money.
It did.
Sure did.
It made him, I don't know. That money must have made him, like you said, cuckoo then, because he ain't been the same since then.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to work ever again. So he's good.
So good. Who's next?
Neil goes number 4. Okay, this is one that Chad has already brought up a couple times, so we finally get to say it, and that would be A Nightmare at Elm Street Part 3: Dream Warriors. 1987 film, rated R. Extra ARG. So, what can you say? I think most people would agree this is probably the best sequel of the franchise. I've heard a few people say they like it better than Part 1. I tell them, slow down, pump the brakes a little. Don't go too far with it. But it is a great film, and I love it because it absolutely catapulted Freddy Krueger into the pop culture icon he became. I mean, you had freaking Dawkins, for crying out loud. Got a video with him in it. How many times did you see like mainstream MTV videos with a horror icon, character in it? I mean, this might have been the first one that maybe I'm wrong, but that I can remember. And I just, this film, I mean, it was just so technically elevated, I guess, for the series. Wes Craven wrote an awesome script. I think they pulled it off great with all the special effects that they included with the veins and the puppetry and the awesome worm monster that swallows Patricia Arquette and the TV and all that stuff they did. It just elevated the whole series for sure and let you know that Freddy was for real. And he became my man of my dreams, because of that movie. So
same.
I mean, I already loved him, but that movie made it okay for me to come out and say I love Freddy Krueger.
He was a little more mainstream, I guess, at
Yeah.
that point. The Nightmare on Elm Street franchise was one of the ones that I really had to turn over in my head a whole bunch of times. And I was like, the first one is absolutely my favorite, but it is one of my favorite franchises. And I just was like, you know what? I can't pick one in it. Like, I just love that franchise so much. So unfortunately, it had to have a special place in my heart, just not on this list.
Because I was like you, I'm kind of thinking about it, but then I was thinking, like I love Part 4 also.
Yeah,
I really do. And I go back and watch Part 2 now, and I actually really quite enjoy Part 2.
Oh my God, yes. Yeah.
And then New Nightmare is brilliant.
Yes.
But it's like I gotta throw a Freddy in there. I can't not do a sequels list.
You had
put
to
Freddy
do
in there.
You had, and I appreciate you took one for the team.
Thank you.
Because we have Freddy on there.
Yep.
No, and I appreciate that. Thank you for your blood sacrifice.
You're welcome. I expect it back twofold.
Noted. Oh, I'm so excited to talk about my number 3 pick. Oh my God. This is one that I feel really remiss that I haven't brought up like 50 million more times on our show. And it also I didn't put it on my comfort list films, which was like, I feel really, really guilty about it because it's a huge comfort movie for me. And that would be 1985's Return to Oz.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Let's do the
I'm
rest
whispering.
of it like ASMR.
I was whispering so that it wouldn't hear me that it wasn't on my other list. I watch this movie frequently. I would say, because it is like a comfort movie for me. I think the thumbnail that I included here is Dorothy standing in front of some of Mombi's heads, Princess Mombi's heads. I adore this movie. I am unpopular opinion time. I am not a Wizard of Oz fan. I appreciate I know it's true. You know this.
Shut your whore mouth. As you said to me last week, everyone. Yes. She said it to me first.
Yes, it's Will Ferrell quote, people. I appreciate Wizard of Oz for what it is in, film history, and I appreciate it very much, but I just don't care to watch it because I don't like it. And I've been that way since I was a little kid. I've never liked it. And I remember when I was a little kid and being like, I like Return to Oz more. And people would be like, no, stop it. They were telling me to shut my whore mouth as a small child. They were like, you can't like it more. And I'm like, but I do. It's dark and weird and creepy and explains a lot about why I am how I am.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
It molded me like so much clay. I often refer to it as a horror movie and it being like one of my first horror movies.
Okay.
I love it.
One of your early gateway films?
Yes, and TikTok is a wind-up dude. He's a clockwork, which is why he was not on my robot list.
Right. Fair enough.
I got you, TikTok. I got your back, bro. Okay. Do you guys like Return to Oz? You're being silent.
I've never seen it. I will read a quote from Gory Bits on chat that says, "Oh no, Return to Oz is nightmare fuel."
Yes, it is. Sure is, Gory Bits. Sure is. Precious sweet nightmares.
Yes. I saw it, but honestly, it's been a long, long time. I don't
Since
remember
85.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly. I don't remember it being scary-ish or spooky enough to me. It was so long
Pretty
ago.
spooky.
I'll be honest. Yeah, no, I just don't recall.
Neil, I think we should watch it. You have to watch it with me though.
Let's get right on that.
I have it on DVD.
Oh, perfect. Okay. We'll do it.
Can't watch it without me though.
I promise. Who's up, Scott?
Which number? 3? Okay.
Number 3.
I don't know. So my number 3 is 1982's Rocky 3.
Nice.
Because it's the best in the entire series. I mean, come on. You've got Eye of the Tiger by Survivor. Got Hulk Hogan as Thunderlips.
Love him.
You've got and all the movies had it, but like the training montages just get you pumped, ready to fight. I love them. The shiny sweat race on the beach between Rocky and Apollo is just, afterwards
Pretty
they're
epic.
like dancing in the waves and after
Pretty
he finally
epic.
beats him. This movie is just great. I mean, Mr. T is Clubber Lang. I want to say this might have been before the A-Team, so this, I think,
I have no clue.
possibly
Probably, yeah.
was
Yeah.
my first exposure to him and the mohawk and the jewelry and
This is when Mr.
the
T
way he
exposed himself
talks
to
and just like why don't you come back to my place? I'll show you a real man.
I got a whole Eddie Murphy bit I can do about Mr. T if you want.
Actually, no, that was probably my first exposure to Mr. T.
Mr. T. Oh my God. Yeah. Rocky. Definitely. That's another one that crossed my mind. It's definitely one I looked at as a franchise, and I was like, cause I like the sequels and everything and where we are today and all that. But the first one just has my heart so much. It's my favorite.
No, they're all great. I mean, when you think about it, they're all the same movie,
For sure.
He can't do something and then he does it by the end. That's basically
It's
every
more
single
inspiring
one.
than that.
Even the Creed ones. That's
Yeah.
what it is. Can't do it. I did it.
Can't do it, then I do it. I can't do it, then I do it.
And
Yeah.
even when you lose, sometimes you win. To quote
Yes.
Rosie Perez from White Man Can't Jump. But it's just it's the music, it's the look, it's the characters, the characters that they put in it. I've always loved that one the most.
I love it. I love how much you love it.
Excellent.
Excellent.
All right, my number 3. Are you guys ready?
I'm not ready.
Okay, take a seat. Okay.
Go.
1984's Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Somehow
Rated.
I knew that was going to make your list.
It has to. Rated PG. PG.
Yeah.
This movie, PG.
Sure
Yeah.
was.
Yes. This film, which is one of my favorite sequels, is technically a prequel. Go figure. So this takes place in 1935, which is a year before Raiders of the Lost Ark took place. So there
Really?
we go.
I
But,
never knew that.
Oh, really?
No.
Yep.
True story.
I never knew that. Wow.
True story. Anyway, yeah. You know what? This film, again, like everyone, I think, you go watching Raiders of the Lost Ark, or Sandra, at least we did when we were alive, because we could watch it when it came out. But
Sure.
and this film, and then this one comes out, Temple of Doom. You're so excited because Raiders was like the biggest thing, since Eminem, Plain or Peanut. And then you
Plain
go
or
through
peanut or caramel.
and you watch it, and you're this film kind of kicked you in the butt and the face at the same time, if that's possible.
Sure,
You're just kind of
hefty
like,
legs.
huh? Because it wasn't exactly the same format, or
It's a
as
departure.
of Raiders. It was like kind of darker and had some more bizarrities with heart ripping and people eating.
Kalima!
Yeah, bizarre dinners with snakes and monkey brains and eyeball soup.
Yeah.
Which, like you with Return to Oz, are all things that a young 10-year-old child like me loved. So this film was one of those things. I'm like, my God, this thing was just awesome. I mean, heart ripping out and gross food and stepping on bugs, and
Yeah.
I step on something, feel like fortune cookie. I mean, it's just like, all
And
these
you
great
could see
lines.
yourself. I imagine you could see yourself in Short Round. You were like, I could be Indy's assistant. That could be me.
Yeah, or partially, Willie Scott also, because she's screaming all the time, likes to
Oh Jesus.
I don't
Okay,
know, get
can
it
I?
on with Indiana Jones. Anyway,
It's so that's you. You do both of those
that's me.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You scream
but
all
yeah,
the fucking time. Yeah.
I just love this film. I think again, it's a fun film. It's a crazy script. I'm so happy they went ahead and did it
Oh, nuts.
with how it was
Yeah.
written. And I mean, jumping out of the airplane using the raft to survive, and then they end up in India. And I know Caleb shaking his head saying no, this and that, but it's like,
you
what?
like that, but you problem with the refrigerator.
I know it comes.
Yes.
It comes back. It comes full circle, Neil.
You can't survive being in a giant piece of metal shot up 1,000 feet in the air.
You can't survive
go
jumping out of
squish.
a plane with a raft either.
But
Caleb,
there's wind, there's friction from the atmosphere.
We're talking ourselves in circles with this one. He won't listen to reason. Can I just interject?
I'm listening to reason.
Shut up! Oh my god, I hate you. So the reason this will not be on my list is because I really cannot stand Kate Capshaw in this movie. She's not a good actress, and she really just screams incessantly.
Yes.
And she's not a good screamer either. I wouldn't say. And it drives me nuts. And I remember even as a little kid reaching for the mute when she would scream because I was like, I don't like it.
I think they wrote her character to be a very poor study of a female.
Kind of damsel-y.
Yes. Yeah. I just think they wrote her to be an obnoxious, annoying, spoiled woman, is what it came down to.
It's a caricature.
Caricature, there you go. Because when you look at her in other films she's done, I mean, she's not anywhere like that.
No.
But whatever it did, Steven Spielberg fell in love with her and married her. So kicked out Amy Irving and married her. So apparently she did something right. I don't know what, but it might not be on film that we've seen. But she did something.
But
anyways, Temple of Doom.
India.
Yeah, look, I love Temple of Doom, but it's never going to top Raiders for me. So that will always be my favorite of the series.
Well, yeah, but I'm not saying I like it better than Raiders, but this is one of my favorite sequels.
Okay.
/ prequels.
Okay.
All right.
Who's next, Scott? Oh, well, this is perfect for my number 2 pick because my number 2 pick is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
What?
It's so true, though.
Get out of here.
No, it's not. It's the truth. It's my second pick. So
someone mentioned it in chat too that they like.
Heck yeah!
Yeah, I forget.
Last Crusade over Temple of Doom.
Easily my brow.
That's it. I'm calling it quits.
You leaving?
I'm signing off.
Okay, bye. See you never.
Jeez.
So this was 1989, and this was wee little baby Sandra's first movie in a theater, and I don't remember it very, very well, but I remember watching it many, many times in my life. It's one of my comfort films. I did mention it. It's definitely one of my favorite franchises too. I love all the movies, but 3 is my favorite of all the films, hands down. Love it. Sean Connery, mwah, perfect casting. Everything about this movie is just a treasure. Yeah, I think it's a fun film, but to me, they went a little overboard. I think with the cuteness factor. Here we go, Caleb.
No, you're not. No, I like Temple of Doom a lot more than I like Crusade. Again, great, fine,
the fuck out of here.
Fine, wonderful movie, but Temple of Doom.
I'm leaving. You guys will never know what my number 1
pick
is.
Caleb, you by yourself. We're both out of here.
Raiders, Temple. Actually, they just go in order.
It goes in order. It goes in order. Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
No. Incorrect.
Yep.
Incorrect. Anyway, I adore it.
Wait. Enoch and Scott, our producer, you guys think that Last Crusade is better than Raiders?
Yes.
Oh, Scott said 100%.
100% is better.
Better than Raiders?
Oh. The best. And I love Raiders.
Oh my gosh.
It ain't no Last Crusade.
No, there's a lot of... No, this isn't the first time I've heard this. This is...
No. Well, that is your brother, so I imagine it's not the first time you've heard it.
Well, it also could be an age thing where, he saw it at a, because he's younger than I am. And,
I feel
maybe Temple didn't have the effect on him that it did on me.
Maybe he didn't like Kate Capshaw shrieking.
No, I don't know. I can't. You'll have to ask him. Enoch, what's up?
My stomach is
I'm just
upset.
proud.
Like I just got kicked in the balls. I mean,
I'm just
that's
really
like,
proud of you, Enoch, Scott. I'm really proud of both of you. You're both my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nuts. There is
Wow,
there is no
Scott.
scene.
Scott put Skull above Doom.
Oh snap!
There is. Can I have the mic for a second?
No.
There is no scene
Scott, mute him.
in Raiders.
Scott, cut his
I
audio.
mean, there is no scene. Don't cut me out, Scott. There is no scene in Last Crusade that is better than the bar scene in Raiders of the Lost Ark, or
What are
the
you talking
ending
about?
of Raiders with the Ark. You guys are crazy.
No, bro.
Crazy.
Okay.
Don't make me grab my mic. You guys are crazy.
I kind of never want you to do that again.
Oh.
And I hope Scott mutes you if you ever do.
We
'Cause
got to
it means
move
you're
on.
about
I
to
feel
make
a
a
war
bad
brewing.
point.
There's a war coming.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
I love it.
Sandra, talk. No, are you finished? I feel like we hijacked your. So I want to make sure that Sandra has.
Yeah, I
has
mean,
said
We had
know-
more than
everything
enough
she
I know
time,
wants
I'm
to.
Caleb.
right.
Move on.
And I know. And I feel like I have the love of the people. I feel like I have the love of the people as well.
Whew.
That's my number 2 pick.
I'm all hot.
I know you are. You're
I
like,
know. Jeez. Don't take it so personal.
so
Who's next?
who's next?
My number 2 is 1986's Aliens.
Aliens.
Solid pick.
Alien is a fine movie. It's got, my second favorite robot in it. Alluding to a previous episode. But I love the Marines. I love their interaction. I love Michael Biehn and Bill Paxton, National Treasure. Of course, Bishop is amazing. Sigourney is just an awesome female lead that kicks ass. I mean, even little Newt, they mostly come out at night. Mostly.
You're not alone in that too, Caleb. A lot of people prefer it over the first one. Yeah.
No, to me, they're totally different movies. Like Alien is a slow burner. It's more of an art film, in my opinion. And Aliens is an action film. It's a James Cameron action film. So they're really hard to compare. But I do feel that everyone should see both. You can stop there if you want to, but.
No, part 4 is kind of cool. I think part 4 is pretty cool.
No, 4 was okay, but I'm just saying if you were going to stop, it's okay. 3.
No, you could, but I think 4 is worth a watch.
Right.
All right.
Good, solid choice, my dude.
Yes, a popular one too, for sure.
Yeah.
Neil, number 2. Okay. 1978's Dawn of the Dead.
Aw, but of course.
Yes, you got to go.
Knew that was making your list.
Yeah, I mean, Dawn of the Dead. This is like a no-brainer. I could almost like stop. There's no point in talking anymore about it. But
just
I
stare at the camera for 30 seconds.
Yeah, this film, pretty much, I think any horror fan would probably say this is one of the top 3, if not a lot of list number 1 horror sequel of all time. It again, when you get to me. If you get George Romero and Tom Savini together, I mean, this is my wheelhouse. This is my porridge. Please, sir, I will have some more. I mean, it's just, I will eat this up every time. This is my
spoon.
Like Sandra said, this is my comfort shawl. This is my Kafkan. This is what I'm gonna wear.
Swaddling blanket.
Whenever I can. I just love this George Romero zombies. And I mean the statement of consumerism that was going on, and George Romero, I mean this is 78, not even the 80s yet, you know what I mean? And he already was tying into the whole, the mall mentality and everything, and the stark violence that was used in this film, I think shook a lot of people, and what helped kind of to elevate it to that, give it some of that. I'm going to use the word nefarious is the wrong word. Notorious you know, kind of little label, you know, because it was unrated because of the violence in it. And I mean, the movie opens up with the guy's head being blown off by cops by the SWAT team. I mean, it's just, you know, it's a great film. It's in your face. You know, I mean, and the music by Goblin. Although in this film, the Goblin is how they were labeled. Dario Argento had his hand in it a lot. He helped with the script. He did, script consultant. He was a producer, but not credited. And of course, he's involved with Goblin. And so, yeah, anyway, it had Dario Argento sprinkled in it. So, Dawn of the Dead, 1978.
Great pick, and a beloved film. I adore that movie. I adore it.
Great film.
Now it's time for my number one pick. I'm really excited. I'm super excited. I'm super excited to talk about this movie because I like to talk about it a lot, but I don't really get a lot of opportunities to. But it should come as no surprise because my number one favorite villain of all time is the Joker. So my number one pick is The Dark Knight.
Ah, yes.
And my number 5.
And Caleb's number 5, which I love. I kind of had a feeling that was, yeah. This movie is a treasure. It's brilliant. I mean, what can I say? Heath's portrayal of the Joker is very iconic, and it's so iconic that a lot of people think that, like, oh, well, that's how the Joker just is, and it's like, no, there's so many different iterations of the Joker, but he brings a really brilliant one to life. I really like Christian Bale in this film. I like everything about this movie. I like the first one in this, Nolan trilogy as well. Like that one a lot. Number 3 is A Trash Can Fire, and I hate it so much, and I want to ship it off to the moon and never see it again. But unfortunately, it keeps coming back. It's like some sort of like a herpes virus, and I need it to go. But the second one is where everything just sings, and it's perfect, and it's a wonderful look at Batman and the Joker's relationship, and I love the Joker as this agent of chaos. Definitely one of my favorite portrayals of the Joker.
Yep, I would agree.
I would add to that. I mean, I was a big fan of the Christopher Nolan trilogy. I was fine with number 3. I mean, it was the least of all of them, but if you can like Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I can like The Dark Knight Rises. I like that it's all grounded in realism. Like there's no like radioactive spiders, there's no gamma rays,
no supernatural bits.
I like that they finally realized that you can make a dark comic book movie. Like it didn't have to be, fun and splashy and kid friendly, and then Heath Ledger is the Joker. I like that they didn't give him an origin story and like bogged the story down by like
don't want it
even more. Like it wasn't needed, it's like he has the 2 instances where he tells a different story about how he got the smile,
these scars.
It's great. It's just
when we all know you get those scars from eating Otter Pops too much.
This is true.
As a child. Yes,
or my son eating pizza.
And I think the picture that I picked, if it's up there, if y'all saw it, I don't know, is from my favorite scene, which is when one of my favorite scenes, when he goes in to confront the gangsters and he does his magic trick to make the pencil disappear. And it's like, and he puts down his card, and it's just like the Joker playing card. He's so like serious in everything he does, even though he is obviously not meaning to be serious. He doesn't take anything seriously. God, I can't. This movie, like, I love it so much.
Yep, I think it's a brilliant film. I loved it, and I'm not a superhero film person, but this film is brilliant. I love it. It's great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Heath was awesome. I mean, just blew me away. Absolutely.
He was so great in everything, in every movie he was in. I loved him. But yeah, this for me, of course, was his magnum opus.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Peace and love to Heath up above.
Yeah.
Rest in power, Heath.
Scotty? Caleb.
My number one. Before I do my number one, I would just like to address all you people in chat saying Terminator 2 is better than the original. Fuck off. You're wrong.
Whoa.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit! He said that to you! He said
Jesus,
that to you!
criminy.
Okay. I like it. I like the energy in the
Good
studio.
Terminator, doing good. Give me a bad Arnie, not talking fucking shit up. That's
Send
the
all
best
your
one.
hate mails to Caleb Hicks, care of.
Caleb, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Troll.
So okay, I am kidding. It's fine. I really do respect other people's opinions, but I just saw that was coming up quite a bit in there. So, my number one, no surprise, Empire Strikes Back. I'm kind of upset with you, Sandra, that you didn't put that on your. So.
Yeah.
No, I am very justified in this. That for me, I can't. When I really sat down, I can't pick a favorite Star Wars movie.
Wow.
I can't. I have a favorite Star Wars character, which is Darth Maul, but his movie's not my favorite movie.
You're wrong.
Get out of here. We're supposed to be on the same team today.
I thought we were.
Are against these bozos.
No, I love Hoth. I love the Tauntauns. I love the Imperial Walkers. I love Dagobah, which is funny that Neil brought up that story.
The Dagobah system. Yeah.
That's meant to be.
I love, it's like a very short scene, but I love the bounty hunter scene where they show IG-88 and Bosk and Dengar and, the very first time you see Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Cloud City and Han being frozen in carbonite and Lando and I love you and I know, an improvised
Iconic.
line.
Iconic.
I'm your father. I mean, it's
iconic.
It's my favorite movie of all time.
That's so precious. I just really, I could not pick a movie out of the franchise. I love them all. I love Return of the Jedi. I love A New Hope. I love the new movies. I love Rogue One. Like, there's just, I even have a lot of embarrassing love for the prequels that are garbage. Like, I can't do it. Could not pick a favorite. So I'm happy. This is kind of like how I did with Neil when I was like, I'm happy that you represented the Freddy. I'm happy that you represented the Star Wars because I love my precious Ewoks.
Oh God. Don't even get me
I know
started.
you hate them. You're awful.
He's so anti-Ewok.
I know it's really upsetting, and I don't want to have this fight with you right now because today, you're my favorite.
Originally, it was supposed to be Wookiees. How freaking cool would that have been if they'd gone to Kashyyyk?
You know what? Sometimes life gives
so
you
much
Kentucky.
better than Wookiees.
Life gives you lemons.
No,
you said it. And you know what? Sometimes life gives you lemons and you make Kentucky lemonade and you just have to deal with it, Caleb. Boom. Neil, go.
All right. My number one is not going to be a surprise to anyone, but I'm going to say it anyway. Day of the Dead, 1985. My number one sequel. Yes, you did. It's one of my number one top films of all time. I know everyone's going to say there's no way it's better than Dawn of the Dead, but to me it is. I enjoy the musicals.
It's not better than Night of the Living Dead.
So Night of the Living Dead. I'm just talking sequels here. Remember, none of these. We're not saying any of these are better than the original. We're just talking sequels. So, but again, real quick for me, Day of the Dead. The score by John Harrison, freaking awesome. Juxtaposed against the violence that's going on, it's just brilliant. The script is fabulous. Joseph Pilato as the bad guy Rhodes. I just love that man to death. One of my favorite villains of all time. The acting all around is superb. Thomas Savini's special makeup effects are absolutely, that was the absolute pinnacle of his career. Firing on all cylinders. Greg Nicotero was still in his wheelhouse at that point, teaching young little Greg before he went on to bigger and better things like The Walking Dead. The movie to me is brilliant, and you guys know me. I just want to give it a giant bear hug and go to bed with it. So
and love on it.
and love on it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So, that's it.
I respect that. It's a great movie, and I love how passionate you are for that movie.
I am passionate. I think that if the government was good, they would make Day of the Dead Day. So I know Mexico
totally
already has Dia de los Muertos, so that's pretty
Sure.
close. You know, they already had their Day of the Dead.
Step, baby
Yeah,
steps,
so it's close.
baby steps,
Baby steps. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Well,
I'm
maybe
down.
you should start it, and
Yeah,
when it does happen, we'll know. You know
where
the
it came
originator
from.
is.
That's right.
replace some bullshit holiday like Columbus Day.
Yeah, really.
Fuck that. We don't
Day.
need that fucking Columbus Day. That bullshit. Like we could have, and we'll all just dress as zombies, and we'll do like zombie crawls, and stores can have zombie sales, and pubs and bars. Oh, bring your zombies. I'm down. Why aren't we doing this?
Yeah, no, seriously, that's a good idea. I think. I mean, no one wants to talk about Columbus anymore anyway, so.
Never
have to get rid of that day.
They're already taking
them.
They're already taking the statues down. So.
Exactly.
Oh, it made me laugh so hard. I'll watch
So we'll
this
just
head
have-
off a whole bunch of times.
Maybe we should just call it like a Romero Day or National George Romero Day or something.
But-
Zombie Day. Can we just go with Zombie Day?
Zombie
Can we go
Day?
with Zombie Day?
Okay. There probably already exists one, I bet. I'm sure it's already in existence. But...
Yeah, but it's like-
it's called Easter.
Whoa, Caleb.
Yes.
It's a good one.
Caleb is on fire.
Dang. The zinger.
Caleb's on fucking fire today.
Jesus, now that
Ridiculous.
Kristen's going to be all over us.
Would not be the first time.
Oh, Enoch says they have zombie pub crawl.
In Minnesota.
Right.
Okay.
But it's not like we all should be doing it on the same day.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. As a people.
Right.
We should. But just go to work as a zombie and take the bus as a zombie and
Yeah.
do all your web conferencing as zombies. It's just get out there and do
It's
it.
fine.
It is fine.
It's fine. And it's healthy. And we're doing it.
We're doing it. Done.
Done.
What is today's July 31st? Forever now will be known as National
Zombie Day.
Day.
Oh man, but then we have to wait till next year to celebrate. We have a year to plan.
We have a year to plan. Yeah. Oh, all right. Well, is that it? Are we done with our list?
Did we do it all?
Yeah, and I'm like.
Oh,
really
what about
hot
honorable
now.
mentions? Anyone have any honorable?
Oh,
mentions?
yeah, I got 1,000
Oh
of
my
them.
god. I mean, it's almost like a joke. Like, yeah, I mean, honorable mentions. Yeah. Yeah,
almost like a
I
joke.
got
Well,
them.
then go. Let's hear them.
I think a lot of mine really comes down to, like I said, it's franchises. I almost want to do like a list of our favorite franchises, but is it too obvious? Is it like too obvious what all of our favorite franchises are?
Just say what you got.
I mean, I will start Star Wars, and I run Elm Street. I don't know. There's so many. I mean, like, I love all the Child's Play movies. I have a special place in my heart for Child's Play 2. Everybody knows that I'm all about Sackhead Jason. So I love Friday the 13th Part 2, but I also like the first one. I have too many.
Was that your freaking Andrew Dice Clay impression?
And I also, I mean, like, another one that was really tough. I love my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles so goddamn much, but I can't pick a favorite. I mean, it's probably Ooze.
Oh, you would say that. Who the hell picks Part 2, Secret of the Ooze?
Is that the one that had
Like a
Vanilla
lot
Ice
of
in
people, bro. Yes.
Is that
No.
the
Over
Go
Turtles in
Ninja, Go
Time?
Ninja, Go, Go Ninja, Go Ninja, Go.
Go.
That one?
Yeah. Yeah, but I love the first one because I love Casey, so I don't know.
Part 3 had the ending
Oh my
song in
God.
Part 3 had
Oh my god,
Tarzan
you and
Boy.
Part 3.
Tarzan
You
Boy.
and Part 3. You don't even like the Turtles, and you act like, and you like defend that movie.
It's
and
true.
it
I
just,
could
like,
give a
it
shit.
makes me-
You're right.
It makes
But
me so mad. And just like I can't, like I didn't even want to bring it up. I'm angry that I brought it up. Angry that I brought
it's
it
true.
up.
I could care less. You're right. Sorry.
Awful. You are awful.
I love you.
I love you too.
Love you.
So, someone else go.
I don't know. For the record, I picked sequels that I liked better than the original. That was my.
Yeah, I
it-
kinda
maybe
did.
I
Yeah.
misunderstood.
We
what we
figured
were
that.
No,
doing,
Yeah,
I
I kind of
did
got
too,
that.
but
Caleb.
that's what I did. So,
Yeah,
Okay.
I did too, Caleb.
all right.
Oh, you did too?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So I have Doctor Sleep, obviously, because that's so much better than movie The Shining. I also had Superman 2.
Oh, a lot of people love that.
Because, love me some Zod.
Yeah.
Some Zod.
That's really all I wrote down.
Yeah,
I mean, under my criteria, it's really hard to come up with things that I like better than the original. So
that's
I
like,
mean, I guess I could put the Lord of the Rings on there. The Two Towers.
Yeah, I think you and I were kind of on the same wavelength, and as usual, Neil just was off on his own little planet, doing whatever the fuck he wants.
The assignment.
It's okay. You still had a really good list.
Okay, so in the comments, real quick though, we've got so Michael, our good buddy Michael, the Reverend Michael, not the Reverend Mark, but the Reverend Michael. So Michael's not only did he say, what was it? There was some film that he liked better that was kind of
Day of the Dead, the remake, Dawn of the Dead.
Oh, Dawn of the Dead.
It was one of the remakes.
Dawn of the Dead better, and then he says Beverly Hills Cop 3. Oh! And I'm like, Michael, are you sure you don't mean Part 2, Michael? Are you sure you mean 3? I don't even think John Landis and Eddie Murphy liked Part 3.
Yeah.
But
wow.
Anyway,
wow.
And then Caleb, you saw Laura says you made her laugh really good tonight. So
yeah.
Apparently the whatever the zombie making fun of the religious stuff, works in this show, pays off. So let's keep insulting Jesus.
We'll do that all day long.
That's our thing. That'll be our thing.
That is our thing. Yeah. That's our thing.
Might as well. My parents aren't watching, so
yeah. Okay, my list is plentiful.
A cornucopia of titles.
Yeah, thank you. It's just like Thanksgiving. So one film that is better than the original, Bride of Frankenstein, 1935. But I also have on here, Bride of Frankenstein. I think most people will agree Bride of Frankenstein is better than the first one.
Oh, I would not say most people agree. Okay. I would say there's a handful of you who are of that.
I think most would actually agree that the Bride is better than the original. But
no,
that's okay though. We'll rock and sock on robots for that one later.
I love Bride, but it's not the first one. No.
Okay, I gotcha. Let's see. I got top of my list. I got New Nightmare, Friday the 13th Part 4, Godfather Part 2. You can't not mention Godfather Part 2 as one of the most successful sequels ever. It won an Academy Award for Best Picture.
Just because it's one of the most successful ever doesn't mean it has to be on your list.
But that's why it's an honorable mention. But I'm saying it does deserve to be on there because it's pretty incredible. It really is.
It's incredible, but the first one is the Alpha Omega, one of the best films ever made.
But I'm not saying I like it better than the original. I'm just telling you these are sequels. I'm listing sequels that I like.
That's right, because you did the assignment wrong. Go on.
Apparently. Maybe next time
was about to say that
notes that you send me of our assignments, teacher. You should say specifically.
There's 3 of us. 2 of us to be assigned in the same way, and then there's Neil.
M&M's plain and peanut. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Okay, 2 more. Gremlins Part 2. Gremlins 2 is a great sequel.
Not better than the original.
Again, that isn't my criteria.
I just have to say it to
one more time. I did not do it based on better than the original. I did it based on just a sequel. So, I would never say Dream Warriors is better than Part 1. So clearly, I'm not in the same.
Right.
I just want to take Neil's list and rip it into half and be like, do it again. Do it again.
Right. F minus.
Okay, my last one is The Exorcist Part 3.
Great film.
Exorcist Part 3 is a great sequel. Another extremely underrated film. I'm not saying it's better than the original, but I'm saying it is a very good atmospheric,
oh my God, let's start
film.
that rumor.
So
Neil likes Part 3 more than
I like Part 3 better.
I know. God.
You like
This
part
is
two
so
more
socks
than
that
part
smell.
one.
assignment, let me just say, this assignment would not have been as fucking hard as it was had I done it Neil's way.
Right? If I didn't pick sequels I fucking like.
It would have been so
Shit.
Hey, everyone out there in podcast and chat land, no, at no time did anyone say it has to be sequels better than the original. That was never actually expressly written from my consent.
Okay.
So-
Now I'm gonna have to put it in like apparently very fine language, and we have to like write it out with like clauses and subclauses. Caleb,
I
like
know. Fuck.
Please write it in very clear contractual form so I know what's going on.
and then you can just sign your X.
Ah,
I love you, you precious.
I love
precious
you
I know.
guys.
Make your
I
mark.
love you guys.
Ah.
Can I go home now? I'm warm. I want to go home.
You are
Only if you admit that Raiders of the Lost Ark is
Oh
better.
my god, never over my dead body from my cold dead hands. No.
Okay, well then you're stuck there.
Scott, I don't know if you saw it or not, but Scott also added in chat that the TV show goes above Temple of Doom.
I love the TV
Oh
show.
yeah, I'm gonna go throw up in a second. Gory Bits added Exorcist 3 has the best jump scare of all time, and they are correct. That's got a great.
Oh.
There's actually a couple of great jump scares in there, but the one
Yeah.
I know what they're talking about with the
Of-
is
of
awesome.
all time.
It makes you
Ooh.
go hoo-wah. So
Yeah. Interesting. Hoo-ha! Al Pacino. Hoo-ha!
Can you like sample that so I can make it my ringtone?
I like that.
I just want to go.
The Al Pacino
"Hoo-wah!
scare, the
Hoo-wah!
greatest Al Pacino
Hoo-wah!"
scare of all time. Hoo-wah.
From Scent of a Woman. The movie that like no one remembers.
What? I remember Scent of the Woman very well.
Scent
Great
of
film.
the Woman.
Hoo-wah.
The scent. I smelled her.
Okay.
God,
Yeah.
I'm
So we don't know
dying.
what we're doing next week yet. We will announce that on the Instagrams and Facebooks and whatever shortcoming without. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
Sure.
Tequila has taken over.
The tequila's
Otherwise,
gone straight to his brain.
podcasters all
Yes.
over the world, thank you very much for listening.
Love you. We
Yeah,
love you.
Thank you.
We love you greatly, and everyone in the chat, as always, you guys are awesome.
Right. love your
this
comments.
Was a fun, this
Keep
was a
them
fun
coming.
one.
And everybody
was-
who watches us later, not
Yep.
live. We love you.
Join us live so we can talk more. But yeah,
We
thank
want
you
to
for
talk
watching.
to you.
We love
we
your
love you.
eyeballs. Sandra wants them in her mouth. All right.
Fuck off. You're wrong.
Mindy, Enoch, Laura, Gory, Visions, Mark, Michael. I think that's everyone.
Mwah.
Thank you guys so much. You guys make this a lot of fun chatting with you. Hopefully we'll see you next week.